Hi, hello guys. I am in the hotel foyer and everyone's gone home except me. I am here. I'm fixing to go to Bahamas with my family tomorrow. I'm so excited. They're already there. But I wanted to be productive, and I wanted to kind of share with you. There's so much that we learned at PIT these past 3 days. I thought I could share just a little snippet with you. Let's see, Susie already shared a little bit on how to make people love you. I know that sounds funny, but that was legit a topic that Natalie Shaw went over during PIT this past weekend. She talked about how to make people love you, and so Susie kind of gave you the summary of it, and she posted a little video on Glam Crew. And then just to look out for, and we'll try to, kind of make these live posts here in the very near future while it's still fresh in our minds. But Lori is going to talk about social media and also disc personalities. That was huge. She does that with her dentistry job. So I think that she'll be an awesome resource to teach us about disc and social media. She's great with updating and Facebook and stuff like that. And then Noemi is going to train us on compliance issues. And again, these videos are planned out to be live and kind of spaced out over a period of time. And then I wanted to go over just a little bit on what Carrie Wilkerson talked about. It is a lot, though. I'm not going to share all of it with you, but look, this is all my notes. This is page 1, and this is all just Carrie Wilkerson. And then it's page 2, and then it's page 3. I mean, I have tons and tons of notes, and I think that was it. And then the rest was Leslie Boyd Bradley, and then there was a power panel up there. Oh my gosh, so much good information. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I thought, let me just knock out a little bit here. And I'm not gonna make this video long, so let me hurry up and get started. Okay, so Carrie Wilkerson, look her up. She's great, she's credible, she's an amazing resource as far as growth strategies and stuff like that. But she talked about the language of a leader. Okay, so that's the topic of this little video, the language of a leader. All right, the language of a leader is going to be described with the acronym STORY, S-T-O-R-Y. All right, so S stands for struggle up. If you are a leader, you are not going to be a gossiper, okay? You are not going to talk out of one side of your mouth and then let the other side of the mouth say something else, okay? If you are a leader, you are going to struggle up. For example, if I am struggling with something, and it's something that, maybe has something to do with my team, I am not going to, gossip, and I'm not going to talk to one, distributor and then go back and talk to another distributor about, so no, I'm not going to do that. That is so unhealthy and so unprofessional. So I'm going to struggle up to Christine, who is my sponsor, and the words that Carrie Wilkerson used were whining, complaining, okay? So, and that's not to say that I'm not going to be real with you, because I think for us to have a trusting relationship, I need to also be real with you. Dawn Christian, one of the OGs in Senegence, she even said, yeah, she's not going to be on her A game all the time. She's going to have a down day. She's going to have a day where she's going to want to stay in her pajamas and not do anything. And she's allowed to do that, okay? But, she's not going to, have that as a pattern in her life, but she is allowed to have those days. It's so unrealistic if you can't have those days. But when you struggle up, you will go to your upline. You will go to your upline. You're going to talk about those things that are bothering you, maybe within your own team, with your own downline. Go to your upline and talk about those things. And the story that Carrie shared to go with this, as an example, is that, say, a husband and wife are fighting. And she actually used the example of her and her husband. Her mom told her, don't ever tell me when you and your husband fight. And Carrie said, why not? And her mother said, because you might forgive him, but we won't. And that made perfect sense, because Carrie knows her husband. You know, she has a relationship with him. And so, yeah, if they have a tiff, you know, they will kiss and make up. Everything will be okay. But if Carrie goes off and badmouths her husband to her parents, you know, because her parents love her so much, and maybe they don't know her husband the way Carrie knows him, then of course they're not going to forgive so easily. So that's why. That's why she said struggle up. Okay? We don't want to be whiners and complainers and gossipers. T, telling the future. Telling the future. As a leader, you are going to tell your people the possibilities. You are a visionary. You are going to share with your team what's possible. You are going to share with your team the goals that are before them, what they can do, okay? How they can earn the bonuses so they can, you know, pay off debt, so they can take trips with their family like I'm doing, so that they can, you know, be qualified for trips, so they can get a new car, so they can do whatever. So you are going to tell the future, not in a weird new agey way, but you are the vision caster, okay? Not that everyone is going to catch the vision, but sometimes people don't see, right? They don't see what's possible because they're blinded by other things. So you as a leader need to cast that vision and help them to see what's possible if they can't see it for themselves. O stands for optimism. Optimism means to find the good in where you are right now. Okay, so when you're optimistic about something, then that means that you are going to see the good. You will look at the glass half full. You will look at things as, well, it could have been worse. You're going to look at things as, and this is how I choose to see it, whenever something bad happens, I go, well, God has a better plan. Okay, when something bad happens, I'll go, okay, because of this inconvenience, and this was actually shared this weekend, because of this inconvenience, now, what's possible? What opportunity do I have before me because of this inconvenience? So it's all about perspective. It's all about how we see a situation. Okay, so optimism. That doesn't mean that you have to be like out of touch. You can acknowledge and hear the negatives out, but you're not going to imitate it. You're not going to feed it. You're going to be so positive, and this is what she said, be so positive that negative people want to flee. They want to run away because, oh my gosh, she's so positive. Great. All right, I'd rather have that than to be negative Nelly all the time. Okay, and then R stands for rewrite it. Rewrite it. And the way Carrie Wilkerson described this was, just because you have a certain past doesn't mean that that past is going to define your future. Your scars of your past do not have to dictate your future, okay? I looked at as, don't give me an excuse. No excuses, right? So when you look at your situation, you don't go, oh, well, you know, I've been abused and I have this situation and I've always been this way and I just can't do it. Okay, all right, but what are you going to do now? Okay, we're talking here and now. What are you going to do about your situation? You have an opportunity here. Are you going to squander it, or are you going to do the best that you can with what you've been given? And the way I see it is that Senegence has been given to us. The fact that we have said yes to this opportunity, we now have gold in our hands, and we're like, oh, what am I going to do with it? Are you going to bury it, or are you going to go and make it multiply? Are you going to go out and invest this awesome gold mine into other people's lives so that they can be blessed as well? Okay? And another speaker actually talked about that. They talked about how to be a good steward of what we've been given, and that's the way I see this opportunity. That's the way I see Senegence, as this is an amazing opportunity, and so because we've been given it, we can rewrite our future. Okay? The way I see it is, God has already had a good plan for us in the beginning. Now it's up to us to walk by faith. Are we going to walk by faith, or are we going to be fearful and scared and like stay still or even go backwards? It's up to us. Which leads me to why. Why stands for you. You means it's up to you. You can have all these choices before you. You can have all these resources before you. You can have all these self-help books. You can have all these videos. You can have all these YouTubes. You can have all these Instagrams and Facebook and whatever. But if you don't do anything with it, it's basically dead, right? So it is up to you to make choices. It is up to you to enact your faith. It is up to you to say, okay, what am I going to do today? Am I going to make a plan? Am I going to set goals, or am I too scared to set goals? Okay, set the goals. Okay, this is, I can't remember who said this little quote, but let me find it in my book, and I'll close with this because it's already over 10 minutes. Again, I don't know. I think it was, I don't know. I won't even begin to say who said this, but statistic, there was a statistic that was shared, and it said that 3% of people who write down goals were more successful than the 97% combined who did not write goals. Okay, so I'll say it again. 3%, the 3% of the population who wrote down goals, I think it was at Harvard University, they were more successful than the 97% combined who did not write goals. So write out your goals. It is up to you. You can either choose to live in fear and say, I'm not going to write anything down, I'm not going to speak it out because I'm too scared. Or you can say, I'm going to do it afraid, and I'm going to walk by faith, and I'm going to see what happens. Okay? And that's the part, that's what I encourage you guys to do. Alright, so that's it, guys. Story, S-T-O-R-Y. I hope you got something out of this. I know I did. And I will hopefully share a little bit more with you. Again, I'm breaking up this awesome class or lesson up into chunks because there's so much. But be looking out for other live videos from Lori, Noemi, and Susie to share with you what we learned. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.